I have 2 to 3 inch ab separation since having children 2 years ago, but I hardly have any excess skin. Would it be possible to help me? Really difficult situation for this. This is, and so in short answer, don't worry, I'm going to do a long answer, but short answer is no. I wouldn't be able to help you. If you've just got an abdominal separation of your muscles, your rectus abdominis muscles, your six-pack muscles are apart, and you've got what we call a divarification of the recti muscles or diastasis of your recti muscles, so your recti muscles are apart and you've got a bulge, usually because having children, particularly multiple pregnancies, can stretch those muscles apart, and there's a bulge there. It is quite easy and routine to fix that as part of the tummy tuck, because when you do a tummy tuck, you take out the skin of the lower abdomen, you dissect all the way up to the rib cage, and then you pull the skin down, and that means that the whole length of the rectus abdominis muscle from the rib cage, from what we call the xiphisternum down to the pubic area, is exposed, and it's quite easy to stitch those muscles back together. It's a routine part of a tummy tuck. So as part of the tummy tuck, no question, that's an easy problem to fix. If you don't have a tummy tuck, however, and you just have that ab separation and you don't have enough skin for a tummy tuck, because some people don't have enough skin, like this patient hasn't got enough spare skin that you can actually do a tummy tuck. You can't remove that skin that you normally remove with the tummy tuck, which goes from the belly button all the way down, and you just want to have a repair of the ab separation, well, then it is possible to do it. I know a minute ago I said the answer is no. It is possible to repair that, but the problem is, how do you get to those muscles to bring them together? Because if you're kind of just, well, the answer to it is you make a direct incision over it. You make an incision straight down the middle, and you can repair the muscles that way. So it is possible to do it. So I said I wouldn't do it. It is possible to do it, and it's possible to do it by making an incision straight down and bringing those muscles together. The problem is that's not a great scar. It kind of looks like you've had a laparotomy. It looks like you've had abdominal surgery, and it's just not a great scar. And from a cosmetic point of view, it's not good. So so I don't think personally, I don't, I guess, and for a 2 to 3 inch ab separation, I probably wouldn't do it. When you do a tummy tuck, the scars in your bikini line, and it's much more cosmetically acceptable. But you cannot get all the way up to the top of your rib, to the xiphisternum, through that incision, because when you're doing a tummy tuck, you're already starting from halfway up the abdomen. I don't know if that makes sense, because you're taking out that ellipse of skin. So you're starting at a point above the belly button, and then you just have to go that last bit. If you were doing it starting at the pubic area, and you have to go all the way up past the belly button, got the belly button now, what the heck do you do with the belly button? And it's I have tried it. I'll be honest with you. Full disclosure, I have tried it. That's why I'm saying no. Because I have tried it, and just between you and me, there's no one here, is there? Just between you and me. I mean, I'll be honest with you, it didn't work. I tried it on someone that didn't have exactly this. It's going back a bit now, but it still, I wouldn't say haunts me. That's probably a wrong word to use. But it's still kind of upsetting to me that I did try and do this, and I tried to make that lower abdominal incision. I tried to go all the way up and repair the divarification of the recti muscles without doing a tummy tuck. And as I say, it's quite an easy thing to do with a tummy tuck. It was I wouldn't say a nightmare, but it was pretty bad. And not only was it pretty bad, I didn't really fix it. And I think I had to go. I think I went back and tried it again and still didn't. It was painful, and it's just like, oh God, why this is so hard, because you're trying to go all that this massive tunnel, this deep dark tunnel. You're trying to put stitches in, and oh God, it's hard. So yeah, not doing that again, I tell you. So yeah, so back to the short answer, I wouldn't do it. I don't want to put myself through that again. I don't want to put myself through that again, trying to do it through a horizontal incision. And personally, I think having the vertical incision, which would look like a laparotomy, would have more. Personally, I think it'd have more adverse consequences, cosmetic consequences, than the bulge. Personally, but I guess we could have that discussion, but we're probably not going to have that discussion based on what I've just said there, because I think I've probably counted myself out as being a potential surgeon for, I don't know who's asked this question, but I guess they're probably running for the door as we speak and looking for a more appropriate surgeon, which is fine. You cannot win them all. You can't win them all. I don't think I'd win this one. And my advice would be to think about whether you have surgery at all. The other thing I'd be thinking is to see if you did have enough excess, because if you've had children to the extent that you can have that significant a divarification, it might be that you would have enough spare skin. That's the other thing I'm thinking. It's an unusual situation to have that divarification without the spare skin. It's not impossible, but it's unusual. So that's the thing in the back of my mind. But in the front of my mind is, look, I don't want to put myself through this. And so it's a no.